Did you know, and this question is not for my Pokemon fans, but did you know that there's a $6.3 million auction right now going on for this Pokemon card? It's called the Korokoro Illustrator card. It was only given out as a reward during this event in 1998, and supposedly this is a one of one, even though there are stories where it was regraded multiple times until it got a 10. But besides that, 26 days left. Tell me in the comments, where do you think this will end up? I'm willing to bet $19 million, maybe higher. We could see some insane numbers. We're in a crazy market right now. This is insane. For a Pokemon card to be going for this price is crazy. Shout out to Sean Von Tagliato. Can you really say it's crossed the record when the necklace is wrapped around it? It's not actually a single card. What does that mean? Okay. So, fun fact for the people out there, and this is a direct response to this person, that chain is a measly 70 to 100 grand. He's admitted this interview. Logan Paul has said that that's what the chain costs, 70 grand. Probably after the gold appreciation, maybe it's around 100 grand. But yes, the chain adds zero value. Maybe it ticks this number up by 1. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of money, but in terms of what this card might fetch, the chain is irrelevant. The chain is like a graded guard. It literally is a graded guard. But yeah, so to answer some of those people who didn't know that. So here's what also happened. Golden reholdered the PSA 10 Illustrator in a new PSA Lightning House label. So here it is.
Oh, is that a new... Brother Ken.
Hey Logan, how's it going? I got some news for you. I want to show you something. You look at the holder.
Oh, is that a new... Is that a new slab?
That is a brand new 2026 PSA slab, examined today, because you know why? I couldn't have the most coveted card in the world in any other holder except the most beautiful state-of-the-art holder. When this winning bidder gets it, I don't want them to think, ooh, I should get this reholdered. I did it for them. Everybody knows it's a PSA 10.
Holy dude, I'm glad.
Everyone knows it's a interesting. Interesting.
Introduce me to this guy.
This is Shine, the #1 curator of very valuable trading cards, sports cards in the world, the largest collector. I formed a partnership a couple of years ago with him and one other business partner. We are looking at this the same way as modern and contemporary art. If you go back into the 60s and bought Picasso's, you've beaten the S&P 500.
Okay, what are you holding?
All right. This is the triple logo, man. This is probably the most coveted card on earth, worth around 30 million bucks.
Wait, that card?
25 to 30 million. Yeah.
It's raining here.
I know.
30 million?
But this is, listen, our plan here is to collect these.
So, a little background, if you didn't know, Kevin O'Leary has gone super crazy into sports cards and has invested, as he says, almost 5% of his net worth into sports cards.
3 million in August.
At some point, a lot of this physical stuff will get converted to digital, but at the end of the day, people will look back to these items in this physical time that we're in. We're moving to a more and more digital time every day, and physical stuff like this doesn't come so often.
It's now worth almost 17 to 20 million dollars.
You just showed me $50 million worth of cards?
50 million. We've got some Brinks guys behind with sunglasses on. They're going to take these away. But our plan is to show these all around the world in museums like MoMA for fathers, sons, and daughters to see them, but once a year on Father's Day.
That's wonderful.
All right. Did you know this artist was so talented that PSA and CGC authenticated? They authenticated it. It's similar to getting a PSA DNA cert signature. This is really nice. Take a look at these. Wow. Wow, that is absolutely stunning. That's absolutely stunning. Wow, this Gengar, I know you guys are fans. Gengar fans in the comments. I see plenty of them. That's nice. Yeah, no, this is this is legit. This is legit. Wow. Wow. Before Ascended Heroes even comes out, here he is with this fantastic artwork. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I would love to own a set like this. And it truly is a unique one of one. These are beautiful. I'd like to own some of these. Wow. He does some really fantastic art on these hollow energies. Sometimes they have swirls in them, which is really cool. Ooh. This one's nice. Wow. On the electric energy too. This is fantastic. Yo, this guy is a wizard. This guy's a wizard, man. The vision that he has. This is beautiful. Pokemon. Do you want to recruit this guy? This guy's amazing, man. Wow. Okay, I'm a black and white fan. I need this card. I need this card. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I need this card. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I love this one because it's not the full Mewtwo art, but you see Mewtwo. This is beautiful. This is insane. Shout out to all the artists out there. You guys are amazing, and some of the best artworks come from the fans, honestly. Holy fuck. This is amazing. This is amazing. AKA.kid_. This is the guy. I hope he's busy till the end of time. These artworks are insane. I'm gonna see if he can commission stuff. This is amazing. And here they are in the slab. So, AKA Kid, shout out to you. This is amazing, man. This is amazing. I'd love to own one of your cards. I know these are probably super, super pricey, but wow. Wow. Did you know of Pokemon Skyridge? I'm sure you heard of Pokemon Skyridge, but did you also know that Pokemon Skyridge, as well as Crystal Guardians, are the absolute lowest printed sets in history? This is why some of the pricing on these cards is astronomical. We have the star of the show, the Charizard, stunning. Now, the yellow that you're seeing here is an e-reader card. If you didn't know, back in 2003, you used to have an attachment that you can attach to your Game Boy called the e-reader, and you can transfer this Pokemon into your game. I've had it, and I think mine was broken, but you could see plenty of videos online of how it worked. It's really, really cool tech for the time. Next up, we have the Raikou. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. And these hollows in these sets especially used to have these stunning, absolutely stunning swirls to die for. Dude, the swirl is sick, man. If you know, you know. Now this is the Ho-Oh card of my dreams. I do not own this card, but this art style, Hajime Kazajima, on the bottom there, that looks like a newer generation Pokemon. Maybe is that Sigalith? I'm not sure, but this artwork, absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. The Machamp, the artwork in the anime style with the darkened background and the hollow, the card just kind of pops. It's not a full art, but it's the hollow back then, because they were so rare. It made you really appreciate when you got any hollow. This Celebi is stunning, and I think this hollow encompasses the whole card. Well, in some cards it doesn't take up the whole card, like this Machamp. The hollows is only in the background. This one is, I don't know if this is considered a reverse hollow. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. And of course, everybody's favorite, or fake fans' favorite, the Umbreon. Absolutely stunning in the grass with the moonlight. It's so simple, yet it's so stunning. And the way Umbreon is shining against the moon and he's looking back at you. Hey, my boy Gengar. Hello, Gengi. What's going on? What's going on? So this is an interesting one. Again, we have this muted background with the darker art and the anime style art of Gengar smiling at you, looking down. Absolutely beautiful. This one is another one I'd love to own in my collection. This is the Gyarados. It's very simple. The background is actually a little bit unclear. We're in the ocean. Maybe we're in the depths of the ocean, or he's jumping out. I can't really see. Maybe if I had the card in person, there could be some more details there. But the fierce look is about to attack you, and this is an iconic moment in the game, also similar to the game arts where they capture a scene from in the game. Very beautiful. All right, did you know that Pokemon did a collaboration with the art museums that you see here? We have Scream. We have the Van Gogh Pikachu that everybody's aware of. These cards have exploded in popularity and were supposed to be rumored to have new promos coming out. But take a look. The Van Gogh Pikachu, a classic artwork. Everybody knows this one. There's plenty of them out there. It was free at events. It was given to you for free. If you took advantage of that, you have some very valuable cards. It was $500 earlier last month, and then before that, earlier in the year, it was like $300. Now it's back down again. I think it's a great pickup. I don't think that they're gonna have too many of these collabs anymore. Like, unless they reprint it hard, I don't think there's another way you could do maybe a different Pokemon, but I don't think they're gonna do that. This card will probably be in a PSA 10 in 10 grand above. It's gonna be the equivalent of like Ponchos. The Kingdra EX with the classic Japanese artwork. The comparison here is the Great Wave off of Kanagawa. So another classic artwork, and again, it's a promo. It's very hard to get in a PSA 10. So I think this is one of those cards that also is going to be very valuable in a PSA 10. And just to have it raw, it's very beautiful. And it was so simple too. It came in a Kingdra EX box. It was sitting on shelves, and people didn't even brush past it. Here we have another fantastic artwork. It is the Origin Form Palkia V by Oswaldo Cato. Again, the equivalent version of this one in the TCG Pocket game, where it's interactive, is amazing. It blows your mind away. It definitely is something else. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Check this out. We have a feature in the NBA game. We have Rudy Gobert choosing his childhood Pokemon.
Maybe a bunch of different types, one of those Pokemon types on the screen, and just so let's do it. Start. I'll do the Squirtle. Like last one? Yeah, that's one. I'll go with other Pokemon in the franchise. I'll go with Gyarados. Two Water, it's a balance. I'll go with Scarlet.
Hey, it's a Scarlet thing.
Yeah.
This is a good one. This is a good one.
I'll go with Bethany.
Dragonite, let's go. Mewtwo, come on.
Everything's moving up, but since we already have two water types, that's again, it's a balance. So, I'll go with Zapdos.
Okay. Did you know that you could trade your Pokemon cards for Rolexes? Well, this card was traded for a Rolex. We have Zuzuna Collectibles. Shout out
I'm on
Zuzuna.
Dragon Ball Z.
Do trades for Rolexes?
All right, we're doing a big, unusual trade here. We're taking this Rolex Explorer, box and papers, everything in it, 2025. We're here in the middle of New York City in Diamond District. We're going to get the watch authenticated, try to find out if we got scammed or not, and then we're going to try to sell the watch. So thank you for watching, and let's see what happens. All right, guys, we're here with Johnny from Overtime NYC. Shout out Instagram. You want to take a look? There you go. It's got the original
All right,
case
so
and
is the
everything.
Rolex legit? Did he get scammed? Did he get scammed?
We do have to open it.
I'm about to know all the secrets right now. He's putting it in the chamber. He's pressure testing it. Oh, shit. Yeah, you gotta use a special tool to open the back.
There you go. Movement is good.
Sick.
Oh! It all
really
checks
think
out,
it's
he
scammed.
says. Let's go.
I am interested. No.
Okay. All right. Let's
Oh,
figure
we're
something out. Too.
interested.
Where are we at with this?
Okay, so I'd like to get 10K for this.
Okay. The only
What
issue
could you-
is the market is asking 10. I still
Okay.
need to make a profit.
What can you get to, you think?
If I could give you an offer right off the bat, I would probably offer you maybe 300.
It's over 9,000!
Yeah, I don't know about this
Yeah,
one,
I think I
dog.
need a
I
little
think
bit
if
better
the
than that.
camera
I mean,
wasn't
I'd like
on,
to-
he would
if
not
you
be
can
offering
try to see if we can get us
9,300.
close to
Oh
10 flip.
shit, they're doing a coin flip, bro.
9, 5, 10
Don't
flip.
do it.
The coin?
Don't
We're going
do
to flip
it.
here with Johnny for the watch. You want me to flip?
Yeah. I'll call
And you
it.
call?
Yeah.
Call in the air?
All right,
I'm going to land it on the floor.
93.95
okay?
coin
Ready?
flip. Okay.
Heads.
It's heads.
That's why you don't fucking
I lose
do
another coin flip.
Did you know there is one Black Label Bubble Mew out there, and this guy is the owner. Check
This is
it
a
out.
one of one. Pop one currently. It is the English Bubble Mew.
So I'm sure you've had offers on this. Can you tell us what is like the standing offer on the Bubble Mew
the
right now?
history behind this card.
I try to be very transparent about this sometimes, obviously, but like my highest standing offer that's routinely, because this guy really wants it, is 35K. I think I said, we were talking at dinner, I was like, 50K would be like probably.
Talking to dinner, yo. He talk about the dinner, and he's like, yo. Let me get that Bubble Mew, bro. Here's 35K, bro. He's like,
enough
no.
to let go,
I don't
but I
sell
love it
for
so much that
less
even
than
that would make
50.
me hesitate. And I don't know, I just like, to me too, and we've talked about this too, like, you know, with the QC being so not good with Paldean Fates, maybe getting one more good like print.
Not with just Paldean Fates. The printing quality is absolute garbage across all Pokemon sets, across all of them.
Run. We might see a few more, and I'm happy for it to have siblings, but I feel comfortable holding on to it. I'm just like, I would love to never sell it because I love this card. I think it's the best modern alt art we have.
Me too, man. Me too. I made a big mistake selling it, but I did sell it at a good price. But I'm trying to come back in, man. I'm trying to come back in, but it keeps going. It keeps running, man. It keeps running from me, man. Now, with a twist of events, did you know? Have you seen what was going on in Yu-Gi-Oh, man? While you were asleep looking at One Piece or Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, the Silent Sleeper, we got Blue Eyes White Dragon PSA 10 for $35,000. Can you believe it? Pop 106. Pop 106. There's only 106 of these in population. 2002 Yu-Gi-Oh! Blue Eyes. Beautiful, beautiful. First edition. We have the Hero Shine Flare Wing Element Energy, first edition. For you Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there, you may know more about this card than I do, but $8,000 and there's only 65 in population. I don't know too much about this card, but I do think the artwork looks very cool, and it's a first edition. For only to be there 65 in existence in a PSA 10, I think 8 is a little bit on the low side. This one is also a little bit on the low side. I feel like Exodia should fetch a little bit of a higher price, but we got Exodia PSA 10, and it's a new cert too for $5,700, first edition. Absolutely beautiful, very nostalgic. We have the Red Eyes Black Dragon, first edition, PSA 10, only 96 in population. $9,400. And following with that, we have the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the second haunting. Only 31 in population, really? In a PSA 10, wow. $7,000. It's constantly going rampant. Another heist with over $300,000 in Pokemon cards worth stolen.
Really, for the trading card community here, we just got some new information from RWT Collective here in Sawtell. The owners showing up here tell us that the situation here was a $300,000 robbery of one of their regulars' personal card collections. He was visiting the store last night around 10 o'clock, leaving downstairs to go into the underground parking garage when they say he was followed by people who...
Do not put your valuable collection items at the store.
Had also been inside the store and held up with a handgun. They eventually made off with his briefcase, that regular of the store here, with $300,000 at least of very rare Pokemon cards inside. And that was not the most recent act.
This is insane. So these are the perpetrators. These are the perpetrators. And supposedly they are regulars. And it really hurts because you want to do, I dream of opening up a store and having community events, and you shouldn't let stuff like this affect you, because they seem more frequent than they are because we're reporting on them more, but it is becoming an increasing problem, and it kind of it worries you from owning a brick and mortar store. Alright, back to some happier vibes. Have you seen this? Pokemon TCG just posted this. Let's take a look. Ooh, I'm hungry. Wow. I feel like I'm in a coffee shop. This is beautiful. Yo, Larry Starrafter. Dude, Ascended Heroes can't come out soon enough. Did you know that this collector only chases black labels? We could probably, this guy is probably the guy trying to buy the Bubble Mew.
Fives, and we just try and make it work.
Black label.
My name is
gang?
Will. I'm from California. Instagram is BurnsCCG. I'm part of the BL gang. Shout out. I'm a newer member, but been collecting for about 5 years. I've been chasing black labels for about 2 or 3 years now. I started collecting when I was a kid. I played Pokemon, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I stopped. I got rid of all my Pokemon, got rid of all my cards.
Yeah.
Around 2020,
that's all of us.
I got into collecting again. I was collecting Pokemon. I helped out with a few Kickstarter TCGs on marketing, getting them into Kickstarter, stuff like that. As soon as that kind of phased out, I really got back into Pokemon. I did Weiss, Dragon Ball, One Piece, really good. But my true love is Pokemon. We swim in 9.5s, and we just try and... As soon as I started grading with Beckett, I realized how hard it is to get good grades with Beckett. I got a lot of 9.5s. It was a struggle, but when I...
Now let me put a wrench in the mix. PSA just bought Beckett, so will they adopt Beckett's standards, or will Beckett's standards drop to PSA levels? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a PSA fan, but PSA has been fucking me as of recently. Excuse the language. But anytime I go to grade something, it's like I'm ordering one side of PSA, please fuck me, no lube on the side. Thank you very much. That's how it feels to submit to PSA.
We've been down here for 2 hours.
Well, I had 30 cards to pack up tonight.
30
it's
cards?
Best feeling. It's the best feeling.
It's taken me a really long time to get them all. And
you almost done?
Yeah, almost. I just have one left, but, you know, I don't really want to pack it. I'm kind of
really
sad that it's
This is
sold.
literally how I
didn't
feel
think
every
anyone
time.
would buy it, but I guess it was pretty popular.
With the Kangaskhan.
I know, but look what it
So
says. It says
cute.
baby outing, and it's got a little baby on its belly. How cute is that?
Oh my
So
god.
you're starting to like Pokemon, huh?
Well, it just reminds me of, you know, having the kids.
Well, you're going to be upset
Why?
because I also sold the birds.
No, you can't sell those. Those are
No.
off limits.
Those are
You know
framed.
that.
So you really like Pokemon now, huh?
Well, I took the time to frame them, so I think that means no touchy.
This is so wholesome, and I really love this so much. Shout out to Card Wife Chronicles. This is the exact feeling, the exact emotional roller coaster that I go through every time I go to sell one of my cards. Sometimes I list stuff a little bit higher than market, and I'm like, like this will probably sit, and then somebody will give me an offer, and I'm like, or somebody will bid, and I'm like, no, I didn't even want to sell this. Oh man, I know that exact feeling. I know that exact feeling. Did you know kids are getting more and more and more financially educated through none other than Pokemon? And I'm loving it. I'm loving it because early financial education is the proper way we need to do things, because you don't learn any of this stuff in school. You don't learn about taxes. You don't learn about investing. You don't learn how to compound your money. And with all the haters out there talking about investing in Pokemon and how they don't like it, the fact of the matter is everything that is not paper money is going up in value, because the paper money that our governments have been giving us to use as a form of exchange, they've been behind the scenes going bop bop bop, print away, okay? And when you print away, you lose your money's value. And this is why Pokemon cards are going up. It's not because scalpers, it's market demand and the fact that our dollar is constantly weakening.
At this card show, as a vendor, I'm doing my thing. I got my buying sign behind me. I got stacks of cards building up in front of me. Somebody comes up to my table, some young kid. He shows me this Caleb Williams downtown rookie. Young fella, how'd you get this card? Oh, my mom, she bought me one blaster box at the show. I opened it up and I pulled this card. So I ask him how much he wants. I think he says something around like $700. I look at it up and down and it looks pretty clean. I could sell it raw, which I usually do. I could get it graded, and if it gets a PSA 10, I make some money. If it gets a PSA 9, I maybe break even, maybe make a couple bucks. So I say, young fella, how does $600 sound? And I remember when I said that, his mom was kind of 5 feet back. She has a look of shock on her face. She stops texting on her phone and she looks in her eye.
The adults don't believe in this shit until they see another grown person hauling out a ton of cash for this shiny card, and they're like, whoa, I was misinformed. And that is the problem. People are misinformed. They kind of tune out stuff that they don't like or they're uncomfortable with, and realities that they need to accept. And this is it. This is one of those realities. When Bitcoin came out, no one really believed it. And now you have a lot more people in the space that kind of believe in it. When the internet came out, when TVs first were created, it's just a cycle that repeats.
Eyes turn wide like dinner plates, and she's like, $600?
The vision.
Yeah, $600. And then the kid says, I don't know, let me think about it. Let me go shop it around.
Hell yeah,
And then
kid.
I remember the mom saying to him, wait, you're not going to take it? I'm like, yeah, it's fine, shop it around, do what you got to do. Here's the thing about me. Out of the hundreds of thousands of cards I've purchased, there's never been one that I had to have. If you want to sell it, it's fine. If you don't, it's all good. So he walks away and I'm doing my thing, doing more deals. And 5 minutes later, I see them making a beeline back to my table. And then the kid says, I'll take the $600. So I pay him his money, and I remember his mom distinctly saying, I got to get into this sports card thing, because she couldn't wrap her head around the fact that,
hey, it doesn't have to be sports cards. It could be whatever you love to collect. Odds are, if you love it, there are other people out there that love it. You can collect vintage Louis Vuitton bags, vintage designer bags, accessories, whatever your heart's desire. If you like it and you like to collect it, odds are somebody out there also loves to collect this. Within reason. Okay, Beanie Babies are kind of like you could collect them, but I don't think nobody's paying for Beanie Babies like that. We have another theft. This just happened January 20th. 4 mass suspects were caught on CCTV breaking into J&J Collectibles. The pattern that we're seeing here is that it's always people that know their way around the store, and it could very well be your regulars too. And can you imagine your store gets robbed and it's by a regular, and you maybe recognize them on the CCTV, and then they come back to do more deals later, maybe sell your own shit back to you? That's insane, man. That's insane. It just goes to show you that you really need to go through the effort of, first, not storing anything crazy valuable in the store, and second, ensuring everything and making sure you document everything, where you bought it, how you bought it, because the system does help you in situations like this where theft like this you could probably write off as a loss. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't know how exactly that works, but that could be, I know a lot of retail stores write off theft when it happens. They just have to document it and call the police. Be diligent out there, and be careful. Be careful. Did you know that there's a Pokemon called Peekaboo? Peekaboo? Did you know?
This Pokemon card has probably one of the most interesting errors I've ever seen. Did you notice anything? This is a super old PSA slab, but I don't think Meryl is called Peekaboo. And yes, this is real and has a pretty cool story behind it. Back in 1999, Japan released the 18-card Southern Island set, which had a bunch of Gen 2 Pokemon such as Leddyba and Togepi. Also back in 99, Pikachu's Vacation debuted right before the Mewtwo Strikes Back movie. It was a 21-minute short film that also featured Meryl. The thing is, nobody knew Meryl's name because Gen 2 wasn't out yet. So that's when the fandom back then just referred to Meryl as Peekaboo, as it just looked like a blue Pikachu.
So yeah, this is really hilarious. So instead of waiting for the name to come out, there were cards released back then, and people were getting them graded, and they didn't know. PSA just went along with what the fan name was, which was Peekaboo. And it's funny to think about because Meryl does look like a blue Pikachu. That's hilarious. That is actually hilarious. And to end it off, last but not least, some Ascended Heroes news. Did you know we are getting specialized holos? Check it out. We're getting Energy holos, Pokeball holos, and Team Rocket holos. This is crazy.
Another Ascended Heroes leak. We are getting special reverse holos. This is awesome because it makes common cards more valuable. As you can see, this is a team.
It's not that it makes common cards more valuable. It makes them pretty. It's a nice artwork addition. It does end up making it valuable, but that's not really the focus, right? If we focus on the important stuff, and it really is the artwork. When I go to collect, again, people don't like to say why they do certain things, but to be transparent, I go and I will take advantage of hype on certain cards to buy more Mewtwo cards. Yes, Lugia, okay, I love you, but I need more Mewtwo cards. I will trade away everything that I own for Mewtwo cards eventually. That's how I'm building my collection right now. Not just Mewtwo, obviously, but all my favorite Mew cards and anything else that I like to collect. But I'll grade cards that I pull that maybe I'm not a fan of, and use that added value to get some of the cards that I do want to collect, you know? And all of that just needs value in order for me to trade it.
Team Rocket stamp one. So you're either going to get a special ball, Team Rocket stamp if it's a Rocket card, and most commonly you're just going to get the typing. That's going to be on Rocket cards and normal cards. You can see there's a bunch of cool balls. This is a friend ball on Pikachu. Like, that's something that's collectible and you're going to want in your master set. Same thing with this Chikorita. It's got the friend ball. And we're seeing Holo Energies return just like Black Bolt, White.
This is interesting because I feel like for people that love master setting and they have that little bit of a undiagnosed OCD, this is going to tick them off because they're going to want to collect every single Pokemon, Pokeball holo, every single Team Rocket holo. It's gonna be crazy, but it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun if you're a master. If you enjoy master setting, this is gonna be fun. And we're gonna end it off. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. As always, intelligence over instinct, created to think, not to react. I'll see you in the next one.